My goodness, he was like he shot out of the gun, clear from the backside on the reverse. He read that, and he comes clear from the other side of the playing corner and makes the tackle. Great football play.
Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Bashana is going to head to the sidelines for this play. Ryan goes split wide to the right. And they've got Howell to the left. An I formation with the quarterback. Actually, the pistol. They'll give it to Max Williams. Big hole up the middle. He'll spin as he hits the 50 and takes it to the Blue Springs 49.
I say they got him. Max Williams listed as 6 foot 190, but he looks like he runs a lot harder and a lot bigger than 190. He's a tough kid between the tackles.
He runs a lot harder and looks like he had a bag of nickels in his pocket the day they waited.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he'll hit you, won't he? He'll square you up.
Yeah. Bashana wide to the right on 3rd down and a long 4 yards to go.
Big 3rd down, Robert.
They've got a man in the slot, 1 to each side, and a play action fake. Smirt's going to roll. He's got some time. They're putting pressure on. He sets, and he fires the ball out of bounds, and he took a hit as he let that one go at the 40-yard line, and that was Christian Mendez who put the hit on him.
Yeah, Mendez did a real nice job of not dipping inside and keeping his outside shoulder free and taking him all the way to the sideline.
So Willich will go back and return this punt from Lawson. He'll hit it from around the 40, standing at his own 36 right now. Willich at the 15-yard line. High snap, and he'll hit it from the 38. Willich angles to the far side, and it will be touched at the 20-yard line, and that's where it's going to stop. So Cats will have it at that point with 4:54 remaining.
2 timeouts.
So they've got some time, and they've also got a long ways to go.
We've laid a lot of eggs the last 3 possessions. I'd like to see us, even though we don't have great field position, to open it up a little bit. We came out like Oklahoma the first 2 series and looked like, I would better not say, I'll make everybody mad over the radio. How was that, Wyoming? I was going to wear my Wyoming hat for you. How's that, Tony? I'll leave it at that. I got a lot of texts in that Wyoming, Missouri game. You know what my response was? A big smile emoji. That was all.
Are you done insulting half the listening audience?
No, not at all.
Harkness is going to retreat to throw. He's being chased, and he's going to get hauled down back at the 14-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 7.
Wow.
And in on the tackle for Rockhurst was Cassius Howell.
Talk about mojo. We're losing our mojo for sure. All I can say is Rockhurst, of course, has bowed their neck, adjusted, and then like they don't have any coaches on the sideline. It made a big difference here after the first 2 series.
2nd down and 17. Isaac Harkness is in. They're going to send Black and Willich and Harkness to the near side. Dom is going to hand the ball off, coming to the near side, picking up a block, getting out to the 20. So going to be a gain of about 4 yards. So they'll get some of what they lost back. And Tucker Atwood is in on the tackle for the Hawklets.
I think Atwood might be a better player than his dad. His dad would like me saying that because Joe Atwood, his dad, is one of my favorite players here at Blue Springs, but he is a tough nut, man. His dad was a wow, man.
Dad's going to come find you and light you up.
Oh, man, no, he's one of my guys.
Not if you keep talking bad about him.
No, I'm talking about his kid as a player.
Yeah, he is. Harkness to throw. He's going to go deep. He's going to force it into coverage. And right at the end as the ball got there, Black broke into the clear, got a step, but the ball was thrown just a bit behind. And that'll bring up 4th down and long. And Romero will be asked to kick it out of there. He's going to be standing inside the 10 and backs up all the way to the 6.
Rutgers got 3 timeouts left, Rob. We got, 4:22 left in the half.
That was a quick series, by the way. Krebs standing back at his own 45, and he's expecting to get good field position.
I don't know. Bill might have it, but I think that's 4 straight 3 and outs.
Punt is going to be fair caught at the Rockhurst 49-yard line. So with 4:15 to play first half, 14-7. Blue Springs with the lead, a 30-yard kick. Last night was the opening night of the college season for Northwest Missouri State. And Tony Reisinger and Sideliner Sports are proud to be the trusted radio partner for the Bearcats this year. And you can listen to Bearcat football on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ. For sponsorship information, call Tony at 816-810-6557. Smert is back to pass. He's going to keep it, lean in, and then throw the ball out of the flat. And it short hop the intended receiver. I believe it did. They were looking for Ryan. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
He faked the quarterback draw and then came back. And again, that's just kind of another play they're running off RPOs. Oklahoma, you saw that with Jalen Hurt the other night, doing that type of stuff that everybody's trying to do. And he had to just kind of dish it and throw it away there because he had pressure.
I didn't watch Oklahoma the other night. I was watching a rerun of Laverne and Shirley. Smirt's going to keep it and breaks into the clear and going to get first down yardage. And Cats had about 4 chances, Coach, to get him brought down. And eventually,
he's a big boy. He's 6'4", 225.
Jackson Boyd's going to tackle him, and he's going to gain close to 13 yards on the play.
I saw him coming in when I went over to Tony today, and I they had their jerseys on, and boy, he is a big kid, big, strong-looking kid.
3:50 left to play here in the first half, excuse me.
Looked like he'd be a power forward, too.
Hard to believe this has been a scoreless quarter.
It's been a lackluster quarter for both teams.
Smert to throw, swings it out, and the pass incomplete.
I think number 50 for Blue Springs, they got a hand on that, Rob. No, and that is Forbush. Did a good job of getting a little mitten on it.
Johnny Go ahead, Coach.
No, he got a little mitten on the pass rush.
Johnny Pascusi was trying to go down and pick it up. Bo Stevens coming back in on the defensive side of the ball as they put the extra lineman in and take a linebacker out.
Yeah. With that injury, they're probably a little short with defensive linemen.
Williams on the toss sweep. A flag is thrown. Could be a hold. And down short of the 35-yard line at the 37. So they'll get back close to the original line of scrimmage. Eli Stewart in on the stop for Blue Springs. Holding is the call against Rockhurst, and that'll take the ball all the way back to the 48-yard line of Blue Springs. So back to within 3 yards of where they started all of this.
It hurt Blue Springs quite a bit when Ramos got hurt early in the ball game, number 56. That thins them out a little bit on the defensive line. One thing Matt Marble did tell me tonight is that he felt like we didn't have a lot of depth and couldn't afford a lot of injuries.
Trips come to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. Smirts a step back and throw. Now he's being chased. He's going to go down back at the 44-yard line.
Kelly will call timeout here after that sack because it's going to be 3rd and Milwaukee at least.
Danny Wheeler in on the sack, and he goes down at the 44. And Blue Springs now with 1 timeout remaining, but with 2:52 to go. 3rd and 22. If they get a stop here, they'll have some time left to work here in the first half.
Boy, a lot of pressure, though. The real positive sign, and I know Matt Marble and his staff on the defensive side got to be really pleased with all the pressure and the hurries that they've caused Smirt all night long. And he's a low 6'4", 225. We know he can throw it deep. But he's been having trouble seeing lanes to throw in. He's had a couple balls knocked down, so I think Matt's pretty well happy with what he's doing defensively.
You're listening to exciting high school football driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City.
You've heard me say this probably 300 times. Matt Marble is a really class guy and a great young coach.
It is 3rd and 22. The safeties are back at the 35, and Smirt's going to look to throw. He guns it long down the far side, and the pass is overthrown, incomplete at the 26-yard line. They were looking for Bishoner.
We were lucky Ensor didn't get a penalty for not playing the ball. He took out the receiver. He was playing the safety in the 2 deep. We got fortunate there. Willich is going to have an opportunity, if we can get one here, to get us some field position with a timeout and 2:48 left. We'll see what Harkins can do in a hurry-up offense. Smart's 2 of 9. 74 yards, Bill? 74 yards. It's nice to have Bill Allhouse, the Hall of Famer, right next to me.
Lawson's kick is going to send Willich deep, and he's going to let it bounce at the 7 and kick on into the end zone and go out the back of the end zone. So a 56-yard punt, no return with 2:39 remaining.
He's going to kick for some college, I'll tell you that.
I think he's a better place kicker than he is.
Well, you can get 2 for 1, and, I don't know if he'd go big time, but if he goes to Division II, he could be a 2 for 1 guy. That's what they call a guy who can punt and kick. That's scholarship money. You know that, buddy. You've been around that town. You know how that goes.
Oh, yeah. At the 20-yard line, 1st down and 10. And the handoff, Andre Thomas sprints to the near side and gets the corner turned, but doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He was running towards the sideline at the 15, Coach. He was in jail and managed to get 3 of the yards back.
Well, no surprise to everybody, but Tony Severino and his staff has done a great job of adjusting to our offense after the first 2 series.
Out of the gun with a running back to his left, and Harkness is going to throw, and Willich was the intended receiver, and I think he thought he was held, but it's incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what he's done? He's went to a 3-3. That's what Crispin ran, and Kelly told me they have a heck of a time figuring out that 3-3 blocking scheme. It took him about 8, maybe 15 plays to figure out to go to that 3-3 and create that havoc with the blocking scheme.
It's 3rd down and 11. Harkness out of the gun. He rolls to the right. He's looking, trying to buy some time. A flag is thrown. Pass is caught. We'll see how the penalty is going to affect it. It's going to be very, very close.
Well, Willich may have got held.
Steph Black makes the catch. Willich may have been held on the near side, and that's where the flag was thrown.
I think that's the call, Rob. I think you're all over it. Personal foul on the sideline.
Our 2nd quarter brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs.
May have 2.
3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs.
Well done.
So we'll see as Phil Stompoli and crew untangle all of the stuff that is going on out there with 2:18 remaining here in the first half. And, of course, coming up at halftime, it's all brought to you by Joe Bowman and the great folks at BR Carpet. For the best in flooring in Blue Springs, call 224-0777 or go online at brcarpet.com.
Looks like Stomp's going to have to call his wife to figure this out. Him and Ogle and all those boys are out there trying to, and I think Darwin Rose boys out there too, isn't he, Mark? I think so. Maybe they're going to meet for a beer after the game. That's what they're talking about.
Well, at this rate, they're going to have to decide what they're going to do on this play when they order it.
Call Stomp's wife. Get this squared away.
You got the number.
I got Stomp's number. I'll call him right now, see if his phone's on. See what's going on.
You'd drop over if he answered it. And he's talking to somebody on the Rockhurst sideline.
He's talking to Ben Roll, I believe, who's the official to that side.
Now he walks to the near side.
Stump might have rigor mortis to the brain. I know he's moving slow, but I always thought he was a good official.
Well, they're just wanting to make sure they get it right.
Yep.
However,
I think there's 2 fouls. That's the problem.
they're taking a while. Holding on the defense. Personal foul on the defense.
There was 2. Might be 3.
And what was the
No
other one?
wonder. I'd call my wife on that one.
What was the last call?
Unsportsmanlike personal foul against Blue Springs. So they were over there probably chirping at each other.
Well,
those 2 should offset, and we should have the holding call. I didn't have to call my wife for that.
You're also, I'm not sure that you're right on that, though.
Well, if we are,
you should
what do
be
you
right.
owe me?
It
what
should
do you
be
owe
right.
me?
I don't know. Ask Tony what he's going to pay.
Okay,
he didn't take us to Rancho Grande, so.
Well, he hadn't had a billfold in 20 years.
Well, they're walking.
Don't tell me they're going to walk off the holding and then come back and walk off one personal foul, then walk back to the other personal foul. But would that be my point? It would be the holding call.
Just to make sure everything is done correctly. Walk them off, spot the ball, and tee it up.
I'll be on him. He'll call me tomorrow. He'll hear all about all this vulgarity that I'm piling on him.
Well, all you suggested was that he was taking his time
Just
and getting
call
it
his
right.
wife. That's all. Yeah.
.218 left to play. First half, it's 14-7. Blue Springs on top. They get on the board.
Anybody get a clock on this one, though?
The 7:46 mark, 20-yard pass to Steph Black. And less than a minute later.
Tony, you got time to go up and give me a big Route 44 cherry lemonade diet, please.
Willich, 28-yard touchdown pass after a Rockhurst fumble. And the Hawklets take advantage of a short field. And Williams scores on an 8-yard run. Now we're going to walk it back the other way. So they marked it all off, and all said and done, the ball is on the 29-yard line.
I tell you what, the fans are real happy, aren't they?
It's third down to the yard.
They're eating raw meat out there.
Third down to the yard. Harkness is going to step under center. And he's got Black in the backfield, and Harkness is going to go for the...
He fumbled. Ooh, I thought he fumbled for a minute. I got it.
He kept the ball, but he got stopped, and it's fourth down.
My, oh my, I said the spider to the fly. He'll run the clock and punt. That's what I'd do.
Joe Leggio makes the tackle. One thing that Blue Springs could do effectively last year was run the sneak. And so far this year, Harkness couldn't get in there. Number one, he's not as big and hard a runner.
Not as physical.
And the line isn't either.
Well, Rock still has 3 timeouts left. They could come out of this with pretty good field position.
90 seconds to go in the quarter. Low snap. Romero's punt in traffic. Fair catch by Krebs at the 48-yard line. And when it's all said and done, Rockhurst is 1 yard further back than when they started the last drive. And we're down to a minute and 27 seconds. 24 yards on the punt. Cats with a 14-7 lead with all of the scoring coming in the first quarter. Bashana will go split wide to the right side. They've got a man in the slot, actually trips to the wide side. And Smirt's going to look to swing the ball out. Bashana with the catch. He's going to get the first down as he takes it into Blue Springs territory to the 40-yard line. And he's tackled by Jake Schnockenberg.
Inside screen, and the corner went for the interception and missed, and they picked up big yardage there. And it was a nice play by Rockhurst and good patience by Smirt that time. He saw
a penalty flag.
Yeah, there is a penalty flag, and I think it's going against Rockhurst, so that's all a loss.
So that's going to be about about a 20-yard play, 25-yard play, because they were down inside the 35.
Yeah, that's a big call.
First and 20.
For Blue Springs right there.
Clock running with a minute, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Smirt's going to throw. Now he steps up, and he's going down.
I don't know if we've got the actual number of sacks, and I know we don't keep hurries up here, but, man, he's been under pressure all night. Really, the blitz game that Marble's drawn up has been excellent.
Nick Durant in on the stop. He led the way. He's a senior defensive lineman. Clock running down to 35 seconds. This could be the last play of the half. Second down and 25. And Smirt, high snap. He's going to slip the ball on the handoff, and they'll get some yardage back out over the 45, or to the 45 is Joe Leggio, and he's upended by the Cats' Brett LeVar, who's a D-back at 161 pounds, and Rockhurst is going to take time out with 16 seconds left. So what you're thinking if you're Coach Severino is you want to throw an out at the first down marker and give your kicker a chance to connect from long range.
Yeah, because he's got the, you were thinking the same way I was, because he's got such a strong leg. There's, you're exactly right. You can get out of bounds and give him an opportunity, and they've still got 2 timeouts left, so they're in good shape that way.
Or if you break somebody deep, you put 7 on the board and he kicks the extra point.
Right now, I would think maybe, and I know this sounds nuts, but I might run a screen and call timeout. I think you could maybe cut somebody loose off the screen too. But I think you're right. I think he's going to try to get where that good kicker could kick an extra field goal.
19 seconds to go in the half. 14-7, ball on the 45. It's third down and 13. Chuck Ingram is in the backfield. He's a fullback on offense. And they're going to fake to him, and Smirt's going to throw. Smirt's going to get hit as he throws, but he gets a completion and a first down to the 30-yard line. Chandler makes the catch.
Did a nice job of stretching the field and ran a little corner route deep and was able to complete. He had a lot of pressure, too.
So the Hawks are going to take their final timeout, and they're looking at a 47-yard kick if that's how they go, but I'm going to run another play.
I think they got another timeout, too.
I don't know.
They're 1-1, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with that other timeout, I'll run another play, yeah. But he got what he wanted, didn't he, on that deep horizontal. I tell you what, the safety, he was there, but he just kind of almost caught and tackled the guy instead of reacting to the ball.
Our halftime show coming up, our second quarter, presented by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. And Smirt with 2 running backs, one to his right and the other one directly behind him. And he's going to hand the ball off, nothing doing.
Call timeout, kick a field goal.
Yep. They give the ball to Max Williams for no gain, and so the 47-yard try will be coming from the far hash mark. Based on what we saw last week, this is within his range.
Well within his range. I think Tony ran that draw to try to get more in the middle of the field, but he might like the angle. Kickers are funny. Some of them like angles too. They hit it better. Kind of like Tony's golf game. Different clubs. He's a thinker out.
Which Tony?
This right here.
Our Tony or their Tony?
No, this Tony right here.
Well, their Tony, I don't think he cares about the kicker's angle. I think he
just wants it in the upright.
Yeah.
No, this kid's got some college ability, I think.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Punt, kick, place kick, points on the board. 37-yard try from the 37, a 47-yard kick. Out of the hold of Griffin Lanning. Owen Lawson, 1 for 1 this year, and he blasts it right through the middle.
Yeah, he's tough.
as time expires. A 47-yard field goal for Owen Lawson. And at halftime, it is Blue Springs 14, Rockhurst 10. And we'll be back to start our BR Carpet halftime show. That'll be coming up after this timeout from Vision Sports on Real Country, 30 a.m. KCWJ.
Eric Sporing, financial advisor and owner of ECS Capital Investments and your hometown investment professional. No matter where your comma is in your retirement balance, I'm here to help you. You don't need thousands of dollars to open a retirement account with me. I have no investment minimums. I help small business owners establish 401k plans for their companies to help them retain their employees. I help individuals come up with a plan for their old 401k that they left at an old employer. I help individuals establish 529 college savings plans for their children or grandchildren. Call me at 816-510-9067. That's 510-9067. Or stop by my office at 1201 Northwest Northridge Drive. I'm at the corner of Jefferson and Northridge, right behind Bob Evans on the North Outer Road. Go Cats. Go Jags.
Registered representative of and securities offered through Berthel Fisher and Company Financial Services Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through BFC Planning. ECS Capital Investments is independent of BFCFS and BFC Planning.
Swim Things is proud, celebrating 46 outstanding years serving the Blue Springs community. Whether you need a pool, spa, patio furniture, or swimwear, the professionals at Swim Things are there to lend a helping hand. Swim Things is proud to be one of the top 50 pool companies in America and the trusted partner of dozens of high school and community swim teams in our area. Swim Things is located at 3010 Southwest US Highway 40 in Blue Springs. Call 816-224-2600. Online at swimthings.com.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger with my friend Karen Ingram of the Chocolate Spa. The Chocolate Spa offers outstanding massage.
Well, I guess
facial,
we may not have a band
pedicure
tonight.
at some of the best prices in the area. A 60-minute massage is just $65, with a 90-minute session for only $90. I've been a proud client for over 10 years and enjoy buying gift cards for family, friends, and clients. The Chocolate Spa is located at 708 Northwest R.D. Mize Road, Suite F in Blue Springs. Schedule your appointment at 816-726-4590 or online at schedulicity.com. The Chocolate Spa. Karen has your back and your hands and feet too.
CarStar Blue Springs is your high-quality auto collision repair facility located at 40 Highway and Woods Chapel in Blue Springs. CarStar Blue Springs specializes in all vehicles and provides a safe environment for its customers. CarStar Blue Springs uses state-of-the-art unibody and frame repair equipment, and all repairs are performed by iCar-trained technicians. CarStar Blue Springs also provides expert color matching, pickup and delivery, towing and rent-a-car assistance, and a lifetime warranty, as well as a 5-year nationwide warranty. CarStar Blue Springs at 220-1100. That's 220-1100. CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Hi friends, this is Melinda Bowman with BR Carpet in Blue Springs. We proudly cheer for the Wildcats and Jaguars. BR Carpet thanks you for the continued support of our family-owned business by voting us the best carpet and flooring store in eastern Jackson County. We will always provide amazing service and personalized installation at the best prices around. BR Carpet is located at 1901 Northwest Jefferson Street in Blue Springs. Call 816-224-0777 or visit us online at brcarpet.com. BR Carpet, more than a great floor.
Welcome back to Peve Stadium. 14-7 is the score, or excuse me, 14-10 is the score, with the Wildcats on top of the Rockhurst Hawklets. And welcome to the BR Carpet halftime show here on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, I'm Tony Reisinger, and now it's time for us to recognize our Supersonic School of the Week. Presented by the great folks at Sonic, with 6 great locations in Blue Springs in the school district. It's not just good, it's Sonic good. And tonight we salute James Walker Elementary School, home of the Warriors. James Walker Elementary was recognized as a Gold Star school by the Missouri Department of Secondary and Elementary Education. Casey Brownsberger is the principal, and Eric Neff is the assistant principal. They truly love and appreciate the kids, staff, family, and everyone that makes James Walker a Gold Star school. They also say at James Walker, win the day, believe, achieve, and exceed, because that's what Warriors do at James Walker Elementary School, this week's Supersonic School of the Week. Now it's time for us to recognize this week's School Resource Officer of the Week in memory of Officer G.L. Springer, president presented by ORI Restrooms Incorporated. Proud to support the Blue Springs schools and community. This week, we recognize Officer Scott Ramsey. He is the School Resource Officer at James Walker Elementary School. Principal Casey Brownsberger told me earlier today that students and staff truly appreciate Officer Ramsey. It is always great to see the students give him high fives before and after school, and the students, staff, and families know that they're in good hands and appreciate Officer Ramsey very much. So congratulations to Officer Scott Ramsey. This week's School Resource Officer of the Week presented by the great folks, Gary and Greg Springer at ORI. And now it's time for us to recognize our Shining Star of the Community presented by Belfonte Mirror Image Car Wash with locations on North 7 and South 7 Highway in Blue Springs. Tonight we want to recognize one of our great longtime sponsors here on Vision Sports, Myers Funeral Chapel. Marty and Dennis Myers and their families are great supporters of the Blue Springs schools and the Blue Springs community. Myers Funeral Chapel was recognized as the Blue Springs Business of the Year by the Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce, and the Myers family was honored by Mayor Ross and the Truman Heartland Foundation as the Blue Springs Citizens of the Year. Myers Funeral Chapel does an outstanding job providing comfort and care for their customers during their times of needs, and if you're a veteran, you know they are the very best at what they do. So please join me in congratulating the Myers family and Myers Funeral Chapel. They are this week's Shining Stars of the Community presented by Belfonte Mirror Image Car Wash. And just on top of that, Marty and Dennis, they're so involved in the schools, in the community. Marty sits on the board there at the Chamber of Commerce. They've been with us for 15, 16 years, sponsors here on Vision Sports, and they don't make them any better than Marty and Myers family. 14-10's the score here at halftime with the Wildcats on top of the Hawklets. When we come back, we'll take a look at the numbers presented by PCG Financial Advisor Christopher Wade. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
To start school band and orchestra. Give your child the tools for success by renting a quality instrument from Meyer Music. Meyer Music carries all the top brands of school-approved orchestra and band instruments, as well as the books and necessities needed to start the school year. Meyer Music, celebrating nearly 55 years of selling and renting musical instruments in the Kansas City area. Come in and check out their affordable rent-to-learn and purchase program. Make Meyer Music your choice for all your musical needs. And remember, at Meyer Music, making music makes you smarter.
Summit Strength has been a highly recommended and trusted choice for physical therapy services in Eastern Jack since 2001. Clients enjoy Summit Strength's one-on-one compassionate care, full-hour sessions, and convenient appointment hours that works around your schedule. Teamwork and trust always develops at Summit Strength. Located at 800 Northwest Main Street in Lee Summit and 1300 Northwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs. Call 816-524-7040 to schedule your appointment or consultation today. Online at summitstrength.com.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger from my friends at Vito's Original Pizza. If you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, family, friends, or business associates, Vito's Original Pizza is the place for you. Vito's Original Pizza serves the best New York-style pizza. They also serve delicious sandwiches, pasta dishes, and salads. Vito's Original Pizza is proud to be the trusted pizza provider of the Blue Springs School District and loves the Cats and Jags. Vito's Original Pizza, 110 Southwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs. Call 816-220-3445 for carryout, available on Grubhub and DoorDash.
PCG Wealth Advisor Christopher Wade is ready to help you take the mystery out of preparing for today and tomorrow. For retirement, college savings, or estate strategy, call 816-358-2463. That's 358-2463. Or online at wadeteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advice offered through PCG Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. PCG Wealth Advisors and PCG Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Belfani's Mirror Image Car Wash has 3 locations to serve you in Blue Springs and Independence. With unlimited plans starting at $22 a month, you can enjoy state-of-the-art equipment and technology that's safe for any vehicle's finish. Family owned and operated since 2006, Belfani's Mirror Image Car Wash provides great service at an even better price. Check out their detailing and interior services at their 40 Highway location in Independence. Belfani's Mirror Image Car Wash. You just can't get a cleaner, shinier car.
Myers Funeral Chapel is proud to call Blue Springs home and enjoys the opportunity to be very active in the community and supporting the Blue Springs School District. The Meyer family is honored to be recognized as the Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year and the Truman Heartland Foundation's Blue Springs Citizen of the Year. Myers Funeral Chapel, Blue Springs proud, family owned and operated, 1600 Main Street in Blue Springs. Call 229-3276. On the web at MyersFuneralChapel.com. Discover the Myers difference.
Welcome back to the BR Carpet Halftime Show here on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ Wildcats leading the Rockhurst Hawklets 14-10 here at the half. And now it's time for us to take a look at the numbers from the first half. Presented by PCG Financial Advisor Christopher Wade, long-time sponsor of ours here on Vision Sports. You can reach Christopher at 816-358-2463, 358-2463 for PCG Financial Advisor Christopher Wade. Looking at the numbers in the first half, total offense, 128 yards for the Rock and 102. For Blue Springs, number of plays ran pretty even, 24 for Rock, 23 for Blue Springs. Passing for Rockhurst, Smurge is 4 for 10, and Harkness is 3 for 6 for the Wildcats. And total passing yards, 61 for Blue Springs, 96 for the Rock. Rushing, 32 yards for Rockhurst and 41 yards for Blue Springs. Looking at the scoring, Blue Springs got on the board first at the 7:46 mark of the first quarter. Dom Harkness, a 20-yard pass to Stefan Black, and the point after was a good by Donovan Romero. Then less than a minute later, after recovering the fumble, Harkness with a 28-yard pass to Cooper Willage for a touchdown, and with the point after by Romero, making it 14-0. Rock came back at the end of the first quarter with at the 129 mark with Max Williams for a 9-yard touchdown, and with a point after by Owen Lawson was good, making it 14-7. And with a scoreless second quarter, as in the first half, it looked like we might have a shootout. Actually, 3 points. There was a field goal. I'm sorry. At the end of play in the first half, 47-yard field goal by Owen Lawson, making it 14-10. And that's the score here. When we come back, I'll be joined by our broadcast assistant, Tristan Harris, and we'll recap the first half here on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Are you hungry? Reach for a classique. The Sonic Car-Up Classique. With a juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger and crispy tots for $2.99, you'll feel reinvigorated.
Hold up, it's only $2.99?
Hey, what happened to the Echo?
Oh, now you miss me.
Try the Sonic Car-Hop Classique today for $2.99. Now with the 6-inch Philly cheesesteak. Tax not included. See menu for details for limited time only. Participating Sonic drive-ins.
Sonic.
A Minor Adjustment is a trusted choice for your chiropractic care and acupuncture needs in Blue Springs and eastern Jackson County. Dr. Andy Minor and his caring staff are ready to assist you for body aches and pain, sports injuries, or if you've been injured in a car accident. A Minor Adjustment is conveniently located in beautiful downtown Blue Springs at 801 West Main Street. Call 816-228-5522. That's 228-5522 for compassionate chiropractic care with Dr. Andy Minor. Online at aminoradjustment.net.
It's tailgate time, and you need to stock up. Cosentino's Price Chopper is your one stop for fried chicken, wings, ribs, the barbecue you love, all waiting for you at the deli, along with your favorite sides, chips, drinks, and more. We've even got the charcoal for the grill. Everything you need to make your tailgate the best part of the game, every game, all season long. This is your tailgate headquarters. Cosentino's Price Chopper.
Swim Things is proud, celebrating 46 outstanding years serving the Blue Springs community. Whether you need a pool, spa, patio furniture, or swimwear, the professionals at Swim Things are there to lend a helping hand. Swim Things is proud to be one of the top 50 pool companies in America and the trusted partner of dozens of high school and community swim teams in our area. Swim Things is located at 3010 Southwest US Highway 40 in Blue Springs. Call 816-224-2600. Online at swimthings.com.
Rancho Grande in Blue Springs is proud to sponsor the Cats and Jags on the radio. Come by after the game to celebrate a big win or anytime for Rancho Grande's daily specials. Every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday and enjoy $3 off your fajita entree. Rancho Grande is the home of the biggest burrito in Blue Springs. You can always order ahead or we cater too. Give us a call, 816-228-5550. Rancho Grande on the North Outer Road east of 7 Highway. Joe says, go Jags, go Cats.
Prime Lending proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags and is a proud supporter of the communities it serves. Prime Lending prides itself on being ranked number 1 for mortgage loans in the Kansas City area with 11 locations throughout the metro. If you're looking to purchase a home, fix up your current home, or maybe you need to refinance, come in and speak with the friendly professionals at Prime Lending. Call 816-600-4561 or go online at primelending.com. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company. NMLS 13649 is an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Peve Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Blue Springs High School, Blue Springs, Missouri. 14-10 to score with Blue Springs on top of Rockhurst here at the half, and proud to be joined by Tristan Harris. Tristan is our broadcast assistant, proud member of JAG TV over there at Blue Springs South, aspiring journalist, broadcaster. And Tristan, it's your first Blue Springs Rockhurst matchup. Is it living up to its name?
Yeah, it is definitely living up to it. It was quiet in the second quarter, but in the first quarter it was all action. And the first 10 minutes, Blue Springs was able to put in 2 passing touchdowns by Dom Harkness, and we can see exactly why this is such a good rivalry, just back and forth so far in this game.
Yep, and Rockhurst apparently made some great adjustments. Blue Springs got that impressive drive right off the bat, and then Rockhurst had the turnover, and Blue Springs popped it right back in, went up 14-0, and looked like they were just going to be motoring up and down the fields. Rockhurst came back and made it 14-7. You can tell that Coach Severino and his staff made some adjustments defensively because they pretty much stymied the Wildcats there in the latter part of the second quarter.
Yeah, the defense did do a really good job. They got unlucky. The offense had a turnover and let Blue Springs had perfect field position on the 20-yard line, threw one in, and so the defense played pretty good besides that one bad possession of field that they got stuck with, and so they look good. Yep.
Well, Tristan, we want to welcome you to our staff here at Vision Sports. Proud to have you. You do a wonderful job on JAG TV, and for all you guys out there in Radio Land, you can see Tristan and his work and the great folks at JAG TV on Comcast Channel 15, ATT Uverse Channel 99. They also have outstanding TV here with Wildcat TV at Blue Springs High School. And if you're watching online, you're catching all the great pictures from the great staff here at Wildcat TV, the Blue Springs School District, just the BSST Media Network is just amazing. It's a step above everyone else. And when we come back, Rob Evans and Coach Tim Crone will be back, and they'll highlight their insight on what's coming up here in second half. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
This is Melinda Bowman with BR Carpet in Blue Springs. We proudly cheer for the Wildcats and Jaguars. BR Carpet thanks you for the continued support of our family-owned business by voting us the best carpet and flooring store in Eastern Jackson County. We will always provide amazing service and personalized installation at the best prices around. BR Carpet is located at 1901 Northwest Jefferson Street in Blue Springs. Call 816-224-0777 or visit us online at brcarpet.com. BR Carpet, more than a great floor.
Car buying is easier when you search, shop, and save at McCarthy. Search McCarthy Chevy Olathe. Shop hundreds of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs with prices and payments to fit every budget. And save with McCarthy's additional $3,000 discounts. Only McCarthy gives you an additional $2,000 trade and $1,000 down payment assistance. Plus, you keep Chevy's rebates and incentives. Only at McCarthy Chevy Olathe. Visit McCarthyChevyKC.com for details. Chevy, find new roads.
Belfani's Mirror Image Car Wash has 3 locations to serve you in Blue Springs and Independence. With unlimited plans starting at $22 a month, you can enjoy state-of-the-art equipment and technology that's safe for any vehicle's finish. Family owned and operated since 2006, Belfani's Mirror Image Car Wash provides great service at an even better price. Check out their detailing and interior services at their 40 Highway location in Independence. Belfani's Mirror Image Car Wash. You just can't get a cleaner, shinier car.
In the emergency room, older adults face complex social and physical challenges. St. Mary's Medical Center recognizes these challenges. That's why we were the first in the Midwest to receive the Geriatric Emergency Department accreditation. St. Mary's is committed to being an industry leader in senior care services and takes pride in making seniors more comfortable with private rooms, better lighting, and more. After all, we think seniors have earned a little extra consideration. When emergencies happen, say St. Mary's. To learn more, visit stmaryskc.com. St. Mary's Medical Center. Your health, our calling.
Well, I'll do this then.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Welcome back to Peve Stadium. We are at halftime, and it's time to take a look at some updates on the Christian Brothers Automotive scoreboard, brought to you by Christian Automotive at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence. Faith-based and proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags. The team that Rockhurst played last week, Coach, Columbia Rockbridge, on the road at DeSmet in St. Louis. It's 38-0 DeSmet at the half.
Wow, at the half.
At the half.
Ooh, that's a skunking.
So DeSmet, they might be for real, and they're in that district with CBC.
Well, that's good. So I like to see CBC take a whooping. It wouldn't bother me any.
Well, that's going to be a little bit later on, but yes, that's a potential opponent. Other games, they're at the half at Ray-Pec, and it's 24-7. They lead Blue Springs South. Lee Summit West and halftime leading Fort Osage 31-0. As we take a look at the scores, Columbia Battle, that's a team that lost their opener a week ago, and they'll be on Rockhurst's schedule a little bit later on. They're up 48-0 on Sedalia Smith Cotton at the half. All of these scores courtesy of PrepsKC.com. So everything getting ready to start the second half, and that includes our ball game here. And last week we saw the Blue Springs South Raytown game, and Blue Springs South pretty well dominated the game for close to 3 quarters, but then Raytown was able to catch him and pass him at the end. And as I invoke the name of former Royals manager Whitey Herzog, the old White Rat used to say, this game and that game, they're similar in a lot of different ways. And that is quick start for Blue Springs, and then Rockhurst made a couple of adjustments. Gee, imagine Tony Severino being able to do that.
Yep.
And all of a sudden it's been a different game, and even though the Cats have the lead by 4, 14-10 here at the intermission, things have been going Rockhurst's way in terms of they've slowly but surely been getting some stops on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is they've started to dominate after the first 2 or 3 series, and they sure have. Both on both sides of the ball, to be honest with you, they've done a nice job of moving the ball offensively as well. They're going to receive, too, to begin the second half.
So you get the last points of the quarter and get the ball first, and Romero's kick is going to take the return man all the way back into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line, first down and 10. Last year we started off doing some softball on the high school level, and we're going to start year 2 of our regular season coming up on Wednesday, and our first game will be at Blue Springs South as they start play with new turf fields both here and at Blue Springs South. Smithville will take on Blue Springs South Wednesday at 4. Thursday, Ray Peck, who made it to the Final Four last year, will play Blue Springs. And that game will also start at 4 p.m. as Nick Smert gives it to Max Williams, and Williams basically runs off tackle out of the 25 to the 27-yard line.
You know, as things change, Tony stays the same, and now once he gets everything settled down, he starts running power football. Tell me, he just runs the outside zone play off tackle, like you said, and picks up 5 or 6 on first down.
You know, it's ironic that you disguise it however you want. And this time they don't even do that. They jump into the I formation, and Williams will again go off tackle and
just run lead. I mean,
get out to about the first down marker. May have the first down, and he does. He gains 5.
Pretty unique. Huh? You got a good running back. You run off tackle twice. If you got somebody you think's a weak sister, you run right at him, knock the Julius out of him, and then keep right on rolling.
Christian Mendez with the tackle for Blue Springs. 14-10. We're coming up on a minute deep. Bishoner, man coverage to the near side, and the handoff goes to Williams. And slowly but surely, the defense creeping up, putting extra men in the box, and this time Williams only gets a couple of yards.
2-yard gain for Williams.
Well, this is Tony Severino's heart and soul. He lines up in a pro formation with a tight end and a 2-back set, and it comes at you. Now, this is what he really does the best.
But the point I'm making is, as soon as you start drawing man coverage with no chance of help, you're going to go up top and look for this receiver to the near side.
They got man now.
And there they go. They look at him, and he is going to get defended pretty well by Steph Black.
Yeah, Black's a good player. He's one of the most athletic kids on the team. Playing corners, going to play receiver and running back both. But that was nice coverage, and you're exactly right. That's what he was waiting for, to run the fade pattern after he ran. Again, they were in a power formation, but he still ran the fade. He got the matchup you're talking about. You could do it old school wise or excuse me, Billy.
No, he may line up and look new school, but he's going to run an old school play.
He's going again with we got tight wing instead of a tight end this time.
And in the shotgun, Smirt's going to drop to pass. He's going to catch a little heat, throw it on and out, and Bishoner is defended well, and the pass incomplete at the 47.
Nice job by number 23 that time, Worley. I've called his numbers 2 or 3 times tonight. He's done a nice job filling the alley and covering on the deep throw.
So, punting situation, a 3 and out. And it'll be 4th down and 8 from the 33-yard line. And Cooper Willich is standing back at his own 30-yard line. Lawson getting ready to punt it away. High snap back to the 16. Hits it from the 20. End-over-end kick that's going to bounce and take a Rockhurst roll. Willich tries to field it, and fortunately he hangs on.
That could have been disastrous. That was a nice punt, too.
Back at the 15, Coach.
I tell you, that kid, and he did a nice job of kicking away from the return man, and he got a big old hop. That kid's going to play somewhere on Saturdays. He's an impressive punter and kicker.
He's going to play somewhere on Saturday as a pit stop on his way to Sunday.
He may.
He's good enough.
That's a big pit, but he may. I sure hope he does. Somebody in the Kansas City area, that'd be great.
There are teams talking about signing a women's soccer player. This young man can kick just as good.
Well, you don't know about those young women's soccer players now. It's 2019.
I put my money on Mr. Lawson. Harkness hands it off to King, then pulls it back out. He's going to keep it himself and get close to the 19-yard line, so he'll pick up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, he really hadn't ran it that much. Again, he looked really good in the offense with the RPO looks, and so they're coming out again, spreading it out a little bit. Well, they're running a lot of covey, it looks like it's a bunch of people spread out, but it's pretty tight formation, actually.
Atwood in on the last tackle. Same set. Hand the ball off to Steph Black. He tries to sprint to the corner and gets turned around and blown up back at the 14-yard line.
We're getting beat at the line of scrimmage right now. We're getting whipped pretty good. And it looks like Black's got a cramp maybe.
You hope that's what it is. 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the third. In on the tackle, Tommy Eccles. We told you that Eccles and Atwood combined for 18 stops last week at Rockbridge. Rockbridge apparently is thinking last week was a day at the beach.
No, there's a little RPO, but he's got no time, boy. He threw that one up for grabs.
And it is going to be intercepted and then dropped. And the pass picked off by Lanning, and then he dropped it at the 50-yard line. He was just trying to throw that away.
There's no RPO there, though. You know what? When you got pressure and you're riding that guy in there, and if they're on you, you know what I mean, right on top of you, you can't pull and throw. And he threw that out of a hole, like you said. I was hoping he'd catch it, be as good as a punt.
Might be better, because Romero's going to be kicking from the goal line, and that would have been 50-yard line. Momentum would have carried him into the Rockhurst territory. Romero's going to kick it short, and it'll be fair caught at the 46-yard line. So, it would have been about 5 yards better.
Yep. Going to be great field position for Rockhurst here. Coming out in the third period.
32 yards on the punt, Coach.
8:47 left. Yeah, I tell you what, it's turned out to be, we thought it was going to be a slugfest, and it ended up being a powder puff game, man. They're going after each other.
But we started off offensively, and now it's turned into
it's a defensive battle.
A Rockhurst-type game. Tony Severino playing defense and punting the ball and winning the field position battle. Handoff, straight ahead. This time the fullback gets the look.
No wonder it's so easy to do the games in the old days. It's pro I right, pro I left, and then he just lined up in pro right. Boom.
Chuck Ingram gets 5 yards out of the fullback spot.
Exactly.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. This one from the 41-yard line.
Offset back. That's pretty fancy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Running the lead. That's a good job by Blue Springs right there.
Max Williams with the carry and the initial hit
Stevens
by Eli Stewart.
Stevens is in there really doing a nice job in the big gap, man. He is a load to defend as well as a great offensive line.
Bo Stevens finished him off after Eli Stewart made the first hit. And I want to say Mendez was in there as well.
Yeah, Mendez got a piece of that action. Another big third down for Rockhurst. It's been a back and forth third down situation since midway through the first period.
They lost a couple on the play. Bishoner comes to the near side. Howell goes split wide right. And a man in the slot. Williams the lone setback. Howell in motion. Fake to him. Smirt's going to run, get the first down and more as he gets knocked out of bounds inside the 30 at the 29.
Yeah, that was an RPO that time. He read that perfectly. And everybody really came down on the mesh man, and he just pulled it. And big first down for Rockhurst on third down.
He's a good systems quarterback.
And
by that, he reads things well because he's not a he's not your typical running quarterback.
No, he plays within the offense.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Of course, when you're running pro I.
Yeah. Which is what they're in now, and the handoff to Max Williams. Williams is going to get hit. Mendez makes the initial contact, and he's driven back.
Yeah, Mendez has really had a good ball game. You called his number several times, and again, that was a nice job, actually, for a loss there.
So it'll bring up second down. Loss of a couple, 2nd and 12. We're down to 7 minutes left to go here in the third, 14-10. It has been a scoreless quarter so far. Cats jumped out to a 14-0 lead inside the first 8 minutes of the game. Actually scored their touchdowns 58 seconds apart after a Nick Smert fumble gave him a short field. Under their I formation, Smert's going to keep it, and the quarterback sneak. Never did get him down, but they got him stopped after he gained about 3.
He's a big load, though, 6'4", 225, and they're using him on the run. He's not fast by any stretch, but he is a plotter, and he's a big, strong kid.
Eli Stewart in on the tackle for Blue Springs. 6:15 to go, third quarter.
Reminds you of your grandpa's old mule. He just keeps right on moving ahead. Another big third down, though.
Schoner goes split wide right. Howell wide left, the only 2 receivers. Single back set. They've got a couple men in the slot. Smert's going to throw. Catches heat from the backside. Gets it away and overthrows his intended receiver. And they were looking for Max Williams coming out of the backfield on the wheel route.
I'll tell you what, every game, Tony Severino late in the second half will throw 2 wheel routes in key situations. And a lot of times he'll win the ball game with that. But here we got Thunder Leg in here now. And anytime they get across the 50, he's got a shot.
Well, this should be a chip shot, and it's a yard closer. A 46-yard attempt for Lawson. Going the same way he did before. The snap was bobbled. It bounced in, and he boots it up and missed it. The snap bounced, and the holder did a great job.
That's a big play, actually, right there. I thought that was a for sure.
I thought that was points.
Yeah, I did too, and it was a bad snap. You're right, the holder did an excellent job of getting that ball down.
The holder is Griffin Lanning. So the Cats, not only that, but they start at the 20-yard line, which was a little better than what they started with before, and the defense is going to come over and watch a little TV and see how they did.
That's not counted as a turnover, but that actually was a turnover in the ball game.
Points taken off the board, and you had a reasonable expectation.
I'd call that a putois.
A what?
Putois.
We'll ponder that during the timeout. 5:45 to go in the third. 14-10. Blue Springs with a lead. They've got the ball back in 30 on Real Country. 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Prime Lending proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags and is a proud supporter of the communities it serves. Prime Lending prides itself on being ranked number 1 for mortgage loans in the Kansas City area with 11 locations throughout the metro. If you're looking to purchase a home, fix up your current home, or maybe you need to refinance, come in and speak with the friendly professionals at Prime Lending. Call 816-600-4561 or go online at primelending.com. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company. NMLS 13649 is an equal housing lender.
Harkness looks to throw, pulls it down and fires it deep, and his intended receiver against double team was Steph Black, and Black had a good shot at that one, Coach, at about the 35-yard line.
He was doubled up. We've shown this trips formation, but hadn't done anything to the trip side with it. Everybody, and that's why they went double coverage over to the weak side on the fade pattern, because we haven't really shown anything we're going to do to the trip side. So the formation really hasn't dictated anything because we haven't made them monitor the trips.
Our third quarter presented by Prime Lending. Proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags. Experience a hassle-free mortgage experience with Prime Lending. And the quarterback, Harkness, is going to keep it. There's not a lot there.
You know, with all the RPO, rigmarole, and all the different formation stuff, it still comes down to blocking and tackling. Right now, Rockhurst is just dominating with that three-man front. Tony went to that 3-3 that Crispin gave him trouble with, and Kelly told me, he says, Coach, that's hard to get angles to block it.
Gain of a yard, 3rd and 9 under center.
There they come in gaps.
They're showing pressure, and they're going to get them to change the play, and then they'll drop back into a regular defense as the quarterback comes back into the gun. And the snap, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get some running room out over the 30. First down and more, beyond the 35 to about the 38. And
good job blocking, too, at the point of attack.
They showed pressure on the other side, and then they just overloaded and pulled some guys out in front of it.
They actually ran on a counter action with the offensive lineman, and it was a quarterback keeper, and it was really well executed.
He gained 18 yards on that play and a first down.
I think that's his longest run from scrimmage.
Might get him back to even for the day. They're going to toss it to Micah King, and King's going to break a tackle, get to the outside, beyond the 40, out to the 45, and may have stepped out of bounds at the 44, but he was stumbling, bumbling, and backing his way downfield, whatever it took to gain some yardage.
That was about as good a 6-yard run as you see anywhere. That was really a great 6-yard run.
Yeah, it was. And a very well needed, because Blue Springs was in a position where they could use a good first down play, and they got it.
There they are down in the three front again.
And they're going to give it to Willie on the end round. He's got the first down, down the sideline, inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. So Blue Springs gets another first down out of it. And Howell is going to make the tackle, getting downfield from his spot on the near side defensive line, because Willich got it on the second handoff. They gave it to the running back, tossed it to Willich, heading around the corner.
Well, we're in that trips formation now. We'll see if we do anything with it. Give it to him on the inside zone play.
King, big hole, right up the middle, inside the 20, in the red zone, down to the 15-yard line. First trip inside the red zone per se. Brought to you by ECS Capital Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. Call Eric at 510-9067. Tackle made by Rockhurst Stephen Burdage.
Willich, 3 carries, 57 yards, and in that time that was the inside zone play. And that's a read look too, only it's a run play read. And did a nice job of giving the man he should to. And a big first down, bad snap.
Bad snap, and Harkness gets a hand on it and then hauls it in back 25-yard line, so a loss of about
That's too bad,
9 yards.
It's the first time we've had momentum since the second drive in the first half, and that was an ugly snap, and really Harkness did a nice job of knocking the ball down and then recovering it.
Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third. 14-10, Blue Springs has the advantage over Rockhurst. Hawklets missed a field goal. Cats take over at the 20. They're now at their own 25. Harkness rolling to the near side, picks up a block. He's going to fire a man and find a man. Willich at the 15-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. They get 10 back.
That was really a nice play by Willich and Harkness. The play broke down, and Willich is really a savvy player. He came back to the ball, and Harkness saw it and hit him a little hitch look.
Just kind of sat in there and
he did a
found
nice job, didn't he? He's a player. He knows how to play it.
He knows how to catch it and knows how to sit in there, and he's not that big a guy, but
he's a good athlete.
Yeah, he is. Trips wide to the left on 3rd down and 9. Fake the handoff. Coming back. Spins, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Not much room there for Harkness on the near side.
Yeah, Romero got beat that time bad. They pulled him out, and he didn't really do a very good job down on the edge, and they're going to have to try to kick a field goal here.
Tommy Eccles makes the tackle. This is going to be a 32-yard attempt. Romero connected from 23 last week. And Rockhurst looks like they're going to take time and talk it over.
Yeah, I
Or is it going to be, yeah, it's going to be Rockhurst.
Timeout.
1:33 remaining here in the third. 14-10. Blue Springs leads Rockhurst. Hawks take timeout. Back in 30 seconds after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Join your friends, family, and neighbors and discover Blue Springs and enjoy great food, live entertainment, and activities. With a big parade on Saturday morning, followed by a car show at 2 p.m. This year's theme is the Chamber and the Chocolate Factory, with over 250 unique food and product vendors on site. The Blue Springs Fall
Did we
Fun
take
Festival,
30 or 60?
September 13th through the 15th. Learn more at Blue Springs Fall.
The extra point, or the field goal try, is good from 32 yards out for Freddie Romero, so he's 2 for 2 this year in field goal tries with a long of 32 with 1:29 left to play here in the third quarter, and that was a big trip downfield. 3 missed on Rockhurst end, and Blue Springs gets 3 back.
That was big. That was big. At least it stretches a touchdown lead right there. We really put a good drive. Everything went really well on that drive except for that snap, and that really hurt us. We had momentum going, and it kind of stalled us, so we had to kick the field goal.
So Romero with his second field goal of the year. You know, I liken him to, you remember Joe Kapp?
Oh, yeah.
There's a name out of the past.
Minnesota Vikings, baby. Minnesota.
Long kick. Going to go back down the goal line. Phil Stompoli's going to let him bring it out. 15 to the 20 down the far side. 25-30. And run out of bounds just shy of the 35-yard line. And the return, Andrew Gadd. Actually, Connor Foreman in on the tackle. That was Krebs who returned. But Joe Kapp wouldn't win many style points. It wasn't very pretty, but all he did was get to the Super Bowl a couple of times and win games.
Yeah, he's a player. They're going this regular slot look here now, the eye.
And Williams will pick up 5 out to the 40, going off tackles, 2nd and 5. But that's kind of like Romero. It might not float up there. It might not be the prettiest.
He's been consistent.
But he's been very good. He hits the extra points, and he kicks the field goals, and it has been very, very good.
He's been solid. Their kicking game hasn't been all that bad. It's been very good tonight, really. Really like their coverage unit.
Nicholas Durant in on the tackle. Smirt's going to fake the handoff, get hit at the 40-yard line of the line of scrimmage, but break a tackle outside the 45 to the 49 and pick up a first down.
You see that read option look again, and it's not because he's so fast. He's just a big, strong kid. He broke several tackles, and the linebacker slipped there on the tackle, and he picks up a first down.
All I got to say is, yes, Joe Kapp.
Joe Kapp.
Joe Kapp.
You're Joe Kapp night for you.
That's not a guy selling baseball hats either.
Okay, we're going slot one way and pro the other with a one-back set.
And we're going to...
See, I thought it was false start on the right tackle. But
well, right tackle took a step back and fell down, and I think the Hawklets are going to say without much conviction that he was knocked down. Phil Stompoli says procedure against the Hawklets.
Yeah, the right tackle definitely moved. And like I said, I think that Rutgers had much more success just running the old-style stuff out of the pro. And, for him, fancies pro one side, slot the other, and a one-back set.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, it does.
It's the same state championships.
Yeah. He's been there a few. He's going the same thing, pro right, slot left.
And Smart with a two-step drop, floats it long, looking for Bissoner, and the pass is incomplete, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown with 2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
I thought that was a good play. He might have had his. I'd like to see it again because he might have had his inside hand on him. He knocked the ball down with his proper hand. I'll check it out here if we can get a replay on it, if that's possible, or look at it. But he, I don't know. That was iffy. That could have gone either way.
You're listening to high school football on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City, driven by the McCarthy Auto Group. Our third quarter brought to you by Prime Lending, proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags. Experience a hassle-free mortgage experience with Prime Lending. Home loans made simple. Call 600-4561 online at primelending.com. Pass interference will move the change to the 41-yard line with 2 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, be first down.
Williams lines up in the slot to the right. They're going to float it long, go back again the other side, and the pass overthrown incomplete at the 15-yard line, and that's going to be intended for Bishoner, and that's the end of the third quarter. Blue Springs leads it 17-10. Back with the fourth quarter after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Hey, Wildcat and Jaguar fans, get your discounts pumped up with a discount double check from the Blue Springs State Farm agents. Call Chad Smith at 229-1037 or Steve Shipman at 228-6696. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Christian Brothers Automotive, located at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence, can take care of all your vehicle maintenance needs. Locally owned and operated by proud Blue Springs alumni members, Christian Brothers Automotive provides a free shuttle service while your car is in service and offers a 10% discount to employees of the Blue Springs School District. Experience the nice difference in auto repair at Christian Brothers Automotive, a faith-based auto repair facility. Call 816-795-6811. Visit them online at ChristianBrothersAutomotive.com.
It's 17-10. Blue Springs with the lead over Rockhurst, and the Hawklets have the football. Second down and 10 from the Blue Springs 41-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Smart with a fake to Williams. He gets hit behind the line, falls forward for a yard. As Eli Stewart gets him, he will be down at the 40-yard line. It'll be third down and 9.
Tried a little misdirection that time in the backfield, but it was still the read keep. And the big man tried to ramble. We did a better job in with the inside linebackers staying in our gaps. We're able to tackle it for maybe a half a yard gain. So it'll be a big, huge third down here in the ball game with 3:30 left or 11:30 left.
Howell goes split wide to the left. Schoner is coming to the right. Those are the two receivers. Williams on the wing to the near side. Smart's going to throw. Smart's going to catch pressure, and Smart's going to go down back at the 49-yard line.
I tell you what, Matt Marble and the defensive staff haven't missed a beat when it came to come when they really needed to come with pressure. They really did a nice job of disguising it, and they've been hitting them from the B gap, C gap, A gap, all over the line of scrimmage.
So it is fourth down. Lawson's going to punt it. Cooper Willage standing at his own 15-yard line. High snap. He'll hit it from the 40, and Willage is going to fair catch it at the 11-yard line. So that's where Blue Springs will have it first down and 10, leading by 7, 17-10 here early fourth quarter. Time for an in-game update on the scoreboard, brought to you by Christian Brothers Automotive, located at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence, faith-based and proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags. After a 42-yard punt, there in the third quarter at Ray-Pac, it's 38-15. The Panthers looking for their second win of the year over Blue Springs South. Third quarter, 45-0. Lee Summit West leading Fort. I don't think anybody thought that was going to happen. Not necessarily that the Titans would win it, but that it would be this wide a margin. Harkness will hand the ball off, breaking into the clear. That's Micah King, and King is going to get tripped up at the 25, fall out to the 27-yard line, and they'll put him down to the 26. So a nice gain on the play.
Yeah, they showed trips that time, and they emptied the box a little bit and got a little gap in the A gap, and the linebacker slipped the tackle, so big first down there.
End up gaining 16 yards on the play. Give it to him on first down again, and this time tentative as he approaches the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. There in the fourth quarter, Grain Valley and Grandview tied 3-3. Fourth quarter, 45-13, Lee Summit over Belton. Fourth quarter, Van Horn 55-13 at Butler. And in the fourth quarter, North Kansas City with a 21-16 lead over William Chrisman. On the Christian Brothers Automotive scoreboard update, courtesy of PrepsKC.com.
Trips to the wide side, split to the weak side, and again running the inside zone play.
And again, King with good yardage out over the 30 to the 32. He's tackled by Wilson Seltzer, a linebacker, a junior.
Kelly's trying to chew a little clock with the running game. And they've done a pretty good job, but this is a big 3rd down and 5 here, or 4, whatever you want to call it.
After a gain of 6, give the ball to King again, coming to the near side, and they couldn't keep the big guy blocked. That was Eccles, who ended up giving him a shove back to the 20-yard line, and the partisan crowd on the near side wanted a flag to be thrown, but got to admit, Coach, it is tackle football.
Yeah.
And he never got tackled.
I don't know. I don't know if we're going to win the sportsmanship award, but I will tell you this: Schnackenberg missed the block on the corner, no doubt about that, because it was there. If he could have sealed that, he could have picked up first down, but he didn't. You're right; they wrote him out of bounds. You can hear we got the spaceship in front of us, and you can hear all the sound. These people are going nuts.
Romero is going to kick it. Good pressure, but a high spiral and a fair catch at the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40 by Henry Krebs. Maynard G's Eagle.
If Dion's listening, they won't know who Maynard J. Krebs is either. You know, you got lit up about OCAP, so you're probably in trouble.
Well, he and Dobie Gillis were about the same age.
People don't even know what you're talking about.
Dobie Gillis, who is this guy?
I think Dion's got a point. Everybody's dead. They're not listening to the game.
You know who it is, don't you?
Well, yeah, I'm not quite there yet.
Well, but you're listening to the game.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm sure my mom, who's 95, is laughing her rear end off right now. Probably.
And that is my goal. I have succeeded in what I intended to do tonight, and that's to make her laugh.
You brought Mom into the game.
I did. After a brief hydration timeout, ball is on the 40-yard line. 8:22 remaining in the game, 17-10. And our fourth quarter is brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned and family operated. They want to remind you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please do not text and drive.
Well, to say that this is not a huge series for Rockhurst is an understatement here with 8:22 left, down 7.
They're going to put Atwood in offensively, and he's coming to the near side. Play action fake. Schmirt being chased. Schmirt is going to dump the ball off and then get run out of bounds.
Kelly wants an intentional grounding call. He doesn't complain much, and I think it should have been. Well, Stomp's going to throw it.
He's outside the tackle box, and there was nobody there save for a purple jersey.
Yeah, Stomp called it. I tell you what, we flushed him like a bad toilet all night long. Man, we have done an excellent job of bringing a cavalry.
So we will see what the penalty is. Loss of down, of course. And the yardage.
Well, I tell you, the scheme defensively that Blue Springs has drawn up with their coaching staff and players has been excellent as far as pressure tonight. And I don't think we have a record of how many sacks or hurries, but really, if he hadn't been a big kid, several times there have been people hanging on him. He's still been able to throw the football.
Ball goes back to the 27-yard line with a loss of down. So it is second down, and they've got to get to the 50-yard line. So second and 23. And Smirt directing traffic, trips wide to the left. He brings him in a little closer, and he's going to look to pass. He swings it on and out, finds a man at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a pitch and catch and run, and a couple of missed opportunities to tackle. And the receiver is going to get outside the 45 to the 47-yard line, and they're going to get almost all that yardage back.
Yeah, they sure did. I tell you what, we've been running man all night long, and that time we just did a really poor job there.
And I did not see who caught it.
Well, Black was on him, number 36, and slipped a little bit, and then we didn't rally to the ball at all.
Bishoner is the guy who made the catch. And Smirt's going to hand it off to Williams, and he's going to get tackled on 3rd and 3. He's stuck back at the 45.
Yeah, that was Mendez. Boy, I'm not too sure he hadn't been player of the game the way he's played defensively. He sniffed that out. He knew they were going off tackle with the short, 3 yards short. Did a nice job of filling that alley in the C gap.
I know the punt team is in.
Yeah, I'd definitely be a little leery here. We got 7 minutes to go. Rock does have 3 timeouts left.
Lawson standing back at his own 30, low snap. He'll get it away from the 35. Willich is going to catch it at the 18 and get driven all the way back to the 9-yard line. They'll give him some progress, but not much. He'll be out at the 12, which is where they will start this particular drive.
You know, though, Rob, people don't think that's big, but Willich catching that ball, if he doesn't, it could bounce and get inside the 5. That was, you know, he saved him at least maybe 8 yards right there, and that's big in a game like this with 6:45 left. Blue Springs has 2 timeouts, and Rock has 3. We need 2 or 3 first downs here to make us look good here. We're still in dog water right now.
Well, and he's got the nerves of a cat burglar because he had 3 white jerseys around him ready to pounce.
He's tough, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is a tough kid.
So it's first down and 10. The handoff to Thomas. They're going to give it to Willich on the end around. He's going to get boxed in. They're ready for it. And he'll get to the 15-yard line. So he'll end up picking up 3. And it'll be 2nd and 7. And more importantly, the clock will run with 6.5 minutes to play.
Well, Rockhurst's doing a lot better job of containing on the edge, and they're doing a good job of keeping their outside shoulder free and not letting them attack the outside.
Clock runs, 6:15 left. Play clock at 15. Harkness will snap with plenty of time, rolls to the right, looking to throw, dumps it off and throws it behind the intended receiver.
Yeah, I think everybody wanted a penalty there, but that was no penalty. 39 Eccles put a lot of pressure on him, and he had to throw it away into the ground.
But he had a receiver within
Might have been
a step of the ball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, everybody's getting a little excited here in the last 6 minutes. And rightfully so. Big third down. Big third down here.
6:03 remaining. You've got trips set to the right side, including Xavier Lloyd. And the handoff, he keeps it. Harkness right up the middle, and he's got a big, huge first down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they ran trips to the wide side, and then he ran the option, basically riding him all the way in, then turning up, and the A or B gap, it looked like, and he just ran right the linebacker for first down again.
Now you give me all this alphabet stuff. A, B, C. Didn't matter. He had a big hole, and he made the right call to take it back from DeAndre Thomas.
You couldn't play defense for me.
I understand that. I couldn't play defense for you even if I knew the alphabet. First and 10 from the 25, and that was a big play. The handoff straight ahead, Thomas, and he'll get outside the 25 to the 30 before he gets driven back. and he'll gain 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that's a good job, though, by the offensive line of Blue Springs. Like I said, they're not as big as they've been in the past, but they're pretty athletic and they're pretty quick. Of course, Stevens is a monster, but the other guys are just normal-sized high school football players who do a really nice job as a unit. Kelly's been really impressed in the preseason with them.
Joe Leggio in on the tackle for the Hawklets. Play clock down to 12 seconds, and yeah, he's got Harkness taking it down under 10 now. 4:45 left to play. Handoff comes to the near side. That is DeAndre Thomas. Nope, Micah King, excuse me. And he'll get first down yardage out beyond the 40 to the 44-yard line. Run out by Krebs and Lanning.
King's a square-up guy, too, Rob. He gets his shoulders, square to the line of scrimmage. He's going to put pop knots on you and pick up a few. Good drive so far, man. It's what the doctor ordered.
$4:39 left.
Schneckenborg's playing that H-back again, going trips wide.
Hand off to King, trying to sprint to the outside, turns it upfield in the middle, fighting his way into Rockhurst territory, close to another first down at the Hawklet 47-yard line.
I tell you what, they're doing a great job of running the outside and inside zone, and King's doing a great job of reading that cutback look. Really great run right there. Come out he's a little gimpy right now. Got a cramp. Been there and done that.
Clock runs. We'll be down under 4 minutes when the Cats snap the ball one more time.
They're going quads to the short side.
2nd down and a yard, so he picks up 9. Straight ahead is Harkness, and he'll get the first down to the 45-yard line, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, now Tony's going to have to make some decisions here if we keep moving the chains. He's got 2 timeouts left, and I don't know if he can allow him. If he gets down in a 3rd down situation, he's going to have to call timeout so he can get the ball back. The clock's running at 3:45.
Play clock at 20 seconds, and Harkness over to the sideline. Actually looked over that way.
Kelly's going to suck that time clock down big time right here.
Down to 5 as the snap. Dom fakes it, goes the other way, and gets hit as he gets to the numbers on the far side. He'll fall forward inside the 45 to the 43. Stop made by Wilson Seltzer for Rockhurst.
Tony's going to have to start thinking about it. He's at the 3 mark now, 2nd down. Kelly, Kelly's not going to throw the ball here, although he's a riverable gambler. You don't be surprised for him throwing the fade or run verticals and go deep.
Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. We're under 3 minutes to play. Running out of the gun with trips near side. DeAndre Thomas gets the handoff, breaks to the outside, cuts it upfield, and approaches the 41 before being driven back. DeAndre Thomas, 33 yards, and that is 10th carry of the night.
Well, I kept talking to all his running backs, telling them to stay in bounds, and you saw that right there. He started to go to the sideline, he cut back inside. They're letting it run. They may be under 2 here before we...
It'll be very close before they snap it again, and it'll be 3rd down and 7.
Tony's still not using those 2 timeouts.
That's because he thinks his defense is going to stop here.
This is though, with 3rd down, this is where you might want to use one. Kelly's going to call timeout, I think.
And that's what he does with 1:59 left. So they get it under 2 minutes, and the timeout taken. Our 4th quarter brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned and family operated. The friendly staff at Myers Funeral Chapel reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please do not text and drive. And I think Tony might have realized that the way the clock was running, that he could save a timeout and get Kelly to call one here, trying to keep the ball.
Yeah.
Because if they keep the ball, the game's over.
That's called chicken timeout.
Yeah.
They're playing chicken timeout.
And that's fine because they've each got 2 left. So Kelly had one to use in effect, and he used it. So now the big play comes.
Now anything goes because we already played chicken timeout. That's over with, so we're going to go see what happens. We're going to go trips wide. Going to have Willage to the short side split.
And the trips basically in a power eye to the left side.
There's the fade.
And they're going to go long, and he'll overthrow everybody. In fact, the defensive back had the best shot at the ball.
That was hitch and go. That wasn't fade. That was hitch and go that time. And it really, he threw that up there, and if it got intercepted, it would have been better than a punt. Now I'll punt the football for sure here. Well, let's see if that chicken timeout deal works in Tony's favor because he's got a minute 54 and still has those 2 left.
So if Romero has been averaging right about 28 to 32 yards a punt, can do that again, Rockhurst will have long field. They're bringing the house, and they don't get there. And this punt going to be caught at the 4-yard line.
Great coverage.
And then great coverage after the ball was caught by Henry Krebs. And the tackle made on the play.
49 on the tackle.
Drew Reeves and Jack Jobe.
Jack Jobe did a great job right there. Man, he got down as a gunner. That was a nice punt, too. That's your boy. He's consistent.
You know what you've got. Put the ball on the 9-yard line.
2 timeouts left. Got to score.
Got to get a touchdown. Smirk to pass. On and out. And he finds his man. And they're going to say completed pass right at the 30 or the 20-yard line. 21-yard line. That's Bashoner.
Bashoner did a nice job just getting on there, but much better than that was the throw by Smirk.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 21 with.
You gotta be careful bringing pressure here and miss the tackle. He scores.
Minute 40 to go. Smirt's going to throw on and out. Schoner with the catch outside the 40 to the 45, and they're playing a little soft defensively, and Rockhurst is taking advantage.
Well, Alex Hughes can't make the cut as a defensive back underneath the throw. If he misses, he misses high, and he tried to go for the interception. You can't knock it down. You got to make the tackle.
Put the ball on the 46-yard line, so a gain of 15.
Good ending. Typical Blue Springs Rockhurst ending here.
92 seconds remaining.
Any of you Joe Cap fans are still alive. You'll enjoy the end of this one.
Time is called, and Blue Springs is going to grab a timeout. We'll take a break with 92 seconds left. 17-10, Blue Springs with the lead. Rockhurst with the ball at their own 36. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Summit Strength has been a highly recommended and trusted choice for physical therapy services in Eastern Jack since 2001. Clients enjoy Summit Strength's one-on-one compassionate care, full-hour sessions, and convenient appointment hours that works around your schedule. Teamwork and trust always develops at Summit Strength. Located at 800 Northwest Main Street in Lee Summit and 1300 Northwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs. Call 816-524-7140 to schedule your appointment or consultate today. Online at summitstrength.com.
Rockhurst back to the line, trailing by 7 from their own 46. Smirk gets hit as he throws over the middle and overthrows his intended receiver. They were looking for Howell, and we have a cat who is injured. And Phil Stompoli checks on the player.
I think it's Stewart, 16, the
it
linebacker,
is.
who's really had a great game. Him and Mendez have really played well.
The Athletic.
Going to shoulder, it looks like to me, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I liked the way the veteran referee
he's good. Isn't he?
Looked at him, talked to him, and made sure that he was in need of attention, and they've got him sitting in a sitting position now.
I was a little hard on Stump in the first half, but I still love him.
And
that's a good sign right there. Might have a stinger. Let's hope that's all it is. He's had a great game.
Yes, he has.
He's a player.
But my point is the veterans will – a young guy might have come up and said, player down, blow the whistle, take him out. Yeah. He talked to him, made sure that –
the situation, didn't he?
He made sure what the situation was and then called the athletic trainers out.
Okay, we got 2nd and 10 here, 1:26, 2 timeouts for the Rock.
From the 46-yard line, and before they can get the play off, a flag is thrown. And makes you wonder if somebody had illegally participated, and that's what happened.
6, 8, 10. Yeah, I count 12. No, we're going to try to play with 12 again. Come on, guys. You got to be able to count to 12.
Need to stop at 11 and make sure that's how many you got out there.
They taught that at odd school.
So, give him 5 more. Low snap. Smirt gets it. Hits as he throws over the middle and overthrows his intended receiver. And they were looking for Bessoner.
I'll tell you what, great pressure up the middle. They came with A-gap blitz. And also the down lineman, number 50, did a nice job right there. Forbush, which I've called his number a few times tonight, too. He's a junior, 6'2", 230. He's a good-looking kid.
He is. 3rd down and 5. And Smirt stood in there, though, in the face of that pressure and delivered a pretty good ball.
He's done that all night because we pressured him a bunch.
1:21 remaining, 17-10. Blue Springs leading Rockhurst. Rock has the ball. Set up the screen over the middle, but there, Williams makes the catch. He was hit by Danny Wheeler, and then Williams ran over Wheeler, carried him about 4 yards, and picks up the first down.
Yeah, I think Danny came in when Stewart got hurt, and he did a nice job of reading that coming off the bench. 4th down here.
Well, where the sticks are saying and where the ball is at.
I'd say it's a first down.
Two different things.
Don't you think it's a first down?
Yes, it is. And Phil Stompoli comes over and said, guys.
It's a first down unless you're one-eyed pirate.
No, they're going to measure it. They have to get Rockhurst to move it based on what we're seeing, and the ball is right in front of us.
Which doesn't mean anything with either one of us either, but
first down.
First down, I think, maybe.
First down.
That's what I say. You got to be a one-eyed pirate to miss that one.
Boy, matey.
Yeah.
1:13 to go. The ball is in Blue Springs territory at the 44. And Rockhurst with a new set of downs.
Always want to be a pirate, but I get seasick. Here we go. First down, big, 2 timeouts still.
Creeping down to a minute. Ingram in the backfield to block as a fullback. They're bringing some pressure. Smirt gets hit as he throws, but fires on and out. And the pass is caught at the 35-yard line. Black defending, and Beshoner with the catch.
That's a good throw, too, because Black was on him like a bad suit. And he picks up first down and gets out of bounds on the out route. 54 seconds. And Tony's played this one right, keeping those 2 timeouts in his pocket like I was talking about earlier, playing chicken timeout.
How big was that field goal that Romero hit?
Oh, man. Huge with that kid. We both know that.
17-10. Touchdown, extra point ties. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion wins for the Hawklets. Smirt to pass. Got time. Is hit. Made wide open. And then the ball is caught at the 10-yard line. And the catch made by Beshoner, and he got blown up, but still held on to the ball.
Yeah, Huge got turned around on the coverage. And he threw the ball between the corner safety. Safety hadn't came over there and reacted to the ball, it'd have been 6. And he got lit up. You're right, he got lit up. Got hit very, very hard, but held on to the ball just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. They can get a first down inside the 2. Smirt's going to roll to throw. Coming to the near side. Man is open, and the pass overthrown, incomplete. And they were looking for Chuck Ingram out of the backfield, 2nd and 10. Yeah, Tony's giving me the holding call. There was actually holding on both sides all up and down the line of scrimmage. Stomp's not going to – Stomp, here's what's good about Stomp. He's not going to make a call. He's going to let somebody win the ball game or lose the ball game. And that's what he should do here. Now, if it gives the team the advantage, you throw a flag. That's no advantage. We're not even arguing now. You're right. No. You're right on that. 25 seconds left, 2nd and 10 from the 11. Here we go. Rockhurst down by 7 with the ball. Smirt, handoff Williams, big hole. Williams, touchdown. Sprint draw. And again, that's another play that they use all the time. And it's just simple lead sprint draw, and he just walks into the end zone. And only rightfully so the last time Tony plays here. I'm sure with that great kicker, then they'll kick it and go for the tie. But maybe not. He's got a timeout. He's going to talk about it. I personally like to see us go OT, the last one. I'm sitting here, and I've just driven the ball, 89, 90 yards down the field? Great drive. I'm going to roll the bones and go for 2. Well, we'll see what he does, because I tell you what, he won a lot more games than me and you. We're going to see what he decides. Well, I know, I understand. But why would he take a timeout unless he's planning on going for 2? Well, he's probably got, he's like everybody else, got to think about it. You just don't make snap decisions. Yeah, he's sitting there thinking about what play he's going to run. Well, we'll see. We'll see here, big dog. He got the defense back on their heels. I mean, we'll see what happens. That was a heck of a drive, wasn't it? Oh, it's a great drive. And Blue Springs didn't play that bad a defense, folks. No, I tell you what, Smirt really did a nice job at directing that and really threw some really key balls, particularly the outside of the defense to get out of bounds and stop that clock. Based on what we saw last year, I was ready to be unimpressed. There we go. And he's looked very, very good tonight. Lone setback is Williams. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the defense. And in terms of timeouts, Blue Springs is out of ammo. That was their last. Well, Tony showed trips that time to the wide side of the field. And I think you're right. They've really done a nice job moving the ball out of their pro, one back, pro right, slot left look. So the defense grabs the timeout. We'll see if the offense changes their mind in terms of their play. I'll tell you what, it's been everything we expected of a Rockhurst Blue Springs game. Both teams have really been adjusted. Man, you can't tell me these two teams aren't well coached, because it's adjustment after adjustment, and the kids are so disciplined on both sides. It's great to watch two great programs like this play. All right, I've enjoyed the game down to this point, and now the partisan in me says you got to get a stop here. Oh, yeah, going for 2. I can totally agree. I'm bleeding purple. Got a Covey on the wing to the near side. Bishoner is wide to the left. Williams, they fake it. Smirt's going to throw, dumps it off, and the pass is incomplete. They pressured the quarterback and forced him to throw early, and the game stays at 1 point, 17-16. Yeah, Jackson Boyd and really Blue Springs and their coaching staff did a great job the whole ball game of bringing pressure. I really liked Tony making that call, but that was a better call by Matt Marble, bringing that man off the backside of that blitz. What a great job. Jackson Boyd with the pressure and forced the pass into the ground. And then the sideline erupted like they had won the Super Bowl. Do you think that was a pretty good way to end a regular season rivalry between two guys, 17-16? All right. Now, I'm not going to say that yet, because
You still have an onside kick coming, and you got to remember the guy that's going to make the onside kick is a threat inside of 60 yards.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I agree. 20 seconds needs to run off the clock.
You're a mastermind because he went for 2.
Yeah, well.
You could have won 340 games. How come you didn't, Coach? Huh? You could have won 340. I'm telling you.
No. It's easy for me to sit up here and make because I say go for 2 every time.
Well, you're right here. Let's see. I'm going to let you report this. It's important.
And as they start the approach to the ball,
they call timeout.
Whistle blows, and timeout has been called. So Rockhurst will take their last timeout, and apparently someone upstairs did not like what Blue Springs had on their side of the ball. In other words, where Rockhurst planned to kick it, I'm guessing, went right to, or would have gone right into the strength of where Blue Springs had lined up their return team. So,
you know, I really would like to know, though. I think the story of this game, in my opinion, me and Bill were sitting here talking, I think it's the pressure that Blue Springs was able to put on Rockhurst in the passing game. I really think the Schmidt kid really played well because he was under pressure all night long.
Yeah. And he was able to make the throws, and he throws the out very, very well.
Oh, he sure does. He's a big, strong kid.
I wonder if they're going to try to drop the ball inside the 40, around 35, and try to race past them and cover it. Or if they're going to kick the ground ball. They're going to kick the ground ball, and it's going to bounce. And it's going to be recovered by Blue Springs at the 39-yard line. And you are correct. That is the ball game, as that one was recovered nicely by Willage.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if there's, really great. It's been a great rivalry, great run, and really a fitting ending. I'm glad we won. And, of course, Tony Severino doesn't have to apologize to anybody.
Oh, no. Whale of a game, and honestly, what we talked about early, it's going to be a long shot, but you'd certainly like to see as the Cats get in the 3 formation. Dom takes a knee, handshake start, and this ball game, she is over.
Everything we expected.
And more.
Actually, it came back down to the old school game 30 years ago. It was pretty good to see.
It certainly was. 17-16. Blue Springs with the victory, and we'll start our post-game activities coming up after this 60-second timeout from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Brothers Automotive, located at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence, can take care of all your vehicle maintenance needs. Locally owned and operated by proud Blue Springs alumni members, Christian Brothers Automotive